Hi, this is Mark News from Plant Talk Radio. Thanks for subscribing and listening to our podcast, Your Gardening Questions from Plant Talk Radio. To help keep this podcast free, we're partnering with Stokes Seeds. Pre-plan your indoor seed starting program with the help of Stokes' 2017 Gardening Guide and their online articles. Whether you're adding texture through foliage, choosing a new variety for a splash of color, developing an existing garden, or starting from scratch, Stokes Seeds has some great catalog and online resources to help you through the process. Enjoy gardening tips and gardening trend forecasting from their garden writers and favorite chef. More than just a listing of vegetable and flower seeds, the Stokes Seeds website is a complete resource center with valuable information on seed starting, planting, harvesting, plus all the gardening accessories you need to make your garden the envy of the neighborhood. Get growing with Stokes. We'll have more to come from Stokes Seeds in the next few weeks. For now, today's gardening question.
Good morning. How you all doing?
We're doing fine. The sun is up, and so are we.
Great. I overwatered my houseplants, and several got all moldy. Mm-hmm. Should I throw all that out, the top that's all moldy?
Well, if the tops are moldy, I just went into a kind of a situation like that. I was starting some plants in water just to get them rooted, ready for some spring manipulations. And I wasn't paying close attention for, a period of probably a week or 10 days. And several of the stems that I had put in to get rooted had literally turned, I'm going to call it to mush, dead tissue and so on. I took the whole bunch of them out, held them under the faucet, and washed off the dead, dying parts, trimmed the fine parts of the tips of the roots on those that had started to take a hold, and put them back in. Now, when that happens to a plant that's already growing, I would still be inclined, if I'm understanding what you're saying, I'm inclined to go in with a sharp-pointed pruner, cut them off right at the ground, get them out of the way, let the roots decay on their own, hopefully. It's not a disease per se, and just make the plant look more cleaned up and better. So tell me then, is that coming close to what you were describing?
No, the plant is doing great, believe it or not, but I guess I must have watered it too often because it's all white on the top, so I assume it's mold.
Now, is it on the
dirt?
Okay,
just
this
the dirt.
Is the top of the soil.
Yes.
Not the plant itself.
No.
Okay, then what you may have is the salts that are in the water have collected on the surface. They dry out, and then they turn looking just like salt or brownish salt. I would do, again, if I understand, I would go in and take off with an old tablespoon or whatever, the top, anywhere from 1/8 inch, 16th, 1/8, 1/4 inch at the deepest. I would take off that old soil, dispose of it outside under a forsythia, because there's probably nothing really wrong with it, and put some fresh potting soil on top and let it go on then. I think you probably are either getting the diluted salts finally build up to where you can see them, and then they crust on the surface, and it just looks terrible, but it is not usually a pathogenic type of thing. It is a mold or we'll call it a mold and leave it at that. It's one of those things that is not harmful initially, but if you let it continue to build up, then it can kind of cause a problem to the plant stems, depending on the kind of plant and so on.
Hey, thanks again for listening to the podcast. Remember, you can pre-plan your indoor seed starting program with the help of Stokes' Gardening Guide and their online articles. For the best selection of vegetable, flower, and herb seeds available, go to stokesseeds.com. Cultivating successful growers for generations.
Circle270media.com.